everybody. Welcome back to the Geriatric Millennials. I'm Beth.
And I'm Jayme.
And we're just two oldish, youngish ladies talking about things that annoy us about social media.
That's right.
I'm kind of excited because
Because you love talking about things that annoy you?
Yes, I'm a gripey person. I was making an effort. I was like, we're going to be a better person. We are not going to complain. We're not going to talk crap. We are not going to gripe or any of that. I lasted 2 minutes. Because then somebody did something annoying and I went to my, work bestie and I was like, you'll never believe what this person did. I just can't help myself. I guess I'm like a crap talker, but it's nothing malice. It's just things annoy me. So I have a big old fatty list because I'm on TikTok and I'm on, basically TikTok all the time, social media all the time. And my list really stems from TikTok, like what I see people do on there that just annoys the crap out of me.
Okay, yeah. I have a TikTok, but I had to take a break from that because I was consuming my time too much. And then I haven't gotten back because I think because I feel like I don't have the space for it.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. And I love it when people send me TikToks.
Yes.
Because I'm like, thank you for curating this for me so I could just watch this one.
Well, and you actually you were a little TikTok creator for a minute during the pandemic.
It was fun.
It was really cute. You did some cute stuff, but I'm on TikTok a lot. One of the things that annoys me so much is I like restocking videos sometimes where people are putting their groceries away basically, or they're putting their, strawberries in bins and stuff and whatever.
That's very interesting. People take videos of themselves doing this?
I don't know why. It's very I think it's oddly satisfying for people to see. I don't know how the algorithm works. You watch a couple videos and then all of a sudden, this is your personality.
Yeah.
It's not all the time. There's one person I followed, and I think as soon as you follow someone like that, it just, you see more and more of that in your FYP. But, and for the most part, I like it, but it cracks me up how many people cover their palms with their sweatshirts.
You mean like you're doing it right now?
Yeah. So I'm doing it to remind myself. So it's when they're showing something, when they're stocking, they have their sweatshirt over half of their palm, up to their thumb. The sleeve is up to their thumb. And I just I can't live like that when I'm working. If I'm a little cold, I might do that. But if I'm restocking my kitchen, I'm in there. It's messy.
It doesn't seem appropriate.
It feels uncomfortable. I'm how, I get it, it's your aesthetic, but it's just so weird. I'm how do you not get schmutz on your sleeves when you're washing stuff? And
I bet they do.
It's just I don't like it. And I mean, if that's how you live your life, no judgment, but all the judgment.
Right, you're just don't do it around me.
I'm just every time I see it, I'm just pull your sleeve up. Even if that's your look, I don't care.
Yeah.
It just irks me.
You don't like that look at all.
It's so stupid, but it just bugs me.
That's really funny.
It's completely stupid.
Well, my list is super short, so keep going.
Okay. I have a hard time when people are recording themselves. We know you're recording yourself, right? It's not a candid moment. You can tell what's a candid moment typically and what's not. You've set a tripod up, sometimes with a ring light. You are opening a box or you're doing something and it's this fake surprise voice of oh my gosh,
as if you haven't already opened that.
Or you don't know what it is or whatever, or it's not a paid ad. And they're just this is the best thing ever. This is literally life changing. And I'm no, ma'am, it's a garbage bag. Yeah. I know that Hefty's paying you, but you can't tell me that extra stretch is so life-changing that it gets you this. I've never been excited about anything like that. I see people so excited on social media about unboxings and doing stuff. I can't fake it. People will tell me they're pregnant. My reaction is a dead face.
You're cool. Congrats.
Almost every single one of my friends and family that have told me they're pregnant, that has been my reaction. I feel like a complete a-hole. It's just, I'm sorry, everybody. It's just not my thing. Mm-hmm. But then I see other people this doesn't annoy me, but you see the pregnancy things on the internet and people are they're telling my sister I'm pregnant. And then they break down and they're weeping. They fall to their knees and they're crying. And I'm just wow, it feels like a lot.
That's fake.
I don't know. It's not my experience. So it's just so weird. When again, I just don't understand how people get so excited about, okay, take the babies out of this, but so excited about stuff, about oh my gosh, this is the best, like the makeup girlies and stuff sometimes when they're like, oh my gosh, this is the best eyeliner I've ever used or whatever. And it's just like, I get it's part of the process. It's what they do to like sell the stuff, but it's just weird.
I hear you.
Yeah. Because if somebody did that in real life, can you imagine walking into Sephora and somebody's just like screaming about how this is the best lip pencil you've ever had? It'd be like, so like get away.
Weird, but I'd also probably be really curious about it if it was in Sephora like that. Cause I like going to Sephora and I like recommendations. But random people that no.
There was this TikTok that was going around late this summer, early fall, where this girl was like at IHOP and like she was like so excited, and her, like the little text was like so excited to like eat the pancakes or something. And then there's this girl, and so she starts dancing and she's like over animated, like big facials, and like at the IHOP in the booth, and in like directly across from her, behind her is this girl just looking at her like, and just does that like little like ugh face, and nothing mean, but just like, yeah, if I saw you in public, I'd probably be like, what the heck are you doing to be that excited?
That's so funny.
It's just weird. It's just weird, the persona between like real life and online.
Yeah.
But how they merge more now because so many people are just filming all the time. And it just, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yep.
Anyway, something else that annoys me. Give me one thing that annoys you, Jayme.
Okay, here's one thing that annoys me is when people start off their videos and they all do it the same. And they're all like, I'm just going to pop on here real quick. Who says, I mean, everyone is like, I'm just going to pop on here. Thought I'd pop on here real quick. I was just popping on here, just letting you know that I'm making muffins or whatever, and I'm like, why are you popping on here? And you know what? I've probably said it myself. I've probably said, hey guys, just popping on here to let you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, it's
cringe.
It kind of is. And I see it a lot. I see it a lot on stories.
Yeah. It's weird too, because it's like, this weird thing about like audience. It's like, I mean, my Instagram's private. It's only for my friends and family, really. And so I just can't, it's just weird to think about. Like, we've tried to make some Instagrams on our Geriatric Millennials Instagram, and it's awkward AF, honestly.
We were just popping on there for a minute. But I think my point is that phrase. It's the phrase that's annoying.
It is, but it is that like, but I feel like there's some of the other ones too that are just very like, I'm popping on, or like, hey guys. And it's just like such a weird way to interact with your friends. Yeah. Because it's like, I wouldn't do that in real life, but it's almost like you're treating them like followers.
Yeah.
But that's so
Using
weird.
my
Like
platform.
Yeah. I'm an influence. It's just weird. I don't know.
It's a little weird.
And so that's one of the reasons why I think we don't post that much content like on our socials, is because we
don't want to be annoying. No.
Partially. Also, I just don't think it's our personality. I think
it's not.
I don't think it's a good or bad thing.
It takes too much time.
I think there's a personality that's comfortable just getting on and like,
I mean, I pop on there real quick, but
we're going to totally pop on the week that this comes out so that people are like,
hey, popping on here real quick to let you know we've got a new episode.
Oh, gross. Okay. Another thing that I think is weird is the Venmo in the bio. Like when people are like, oh, my Venmo's in my bio in case you want to like support. It's just like it's so weird to be like, hey, if you want to give me money.
Like here's how you can, well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it too. Like, cause I know some people like they put their struggles up there and people want to support or whatever. But I've also seen people that just like have it in their bio and it's just like this expectation kind of, but then they try to play it off like it's not. And I don't know. It's just weird. It's kind of like the tipping, how we've gone tipping crazy here.
Yes. And like I want to give tips, but like I always think of tips as for service.
Same.
And they're not like providing service.
Not additional other than like,
here's what you just bought.
Yeah.
You just bought this and here it is.
Yeah.
And now give me a tip.
Yeah.
Like what?
I went to a yogurt place, a self-serve yogurt place. The only thing the person does is weigh it. Like they weigh it and charge you and they ask for a tip. And it feels so like weird. I don't know. It's just, weird. It feels weird. So
I agree.
It's just weird. So another one that gets me is like when people are talking about like TV and film shows and stuff, and they immediately, before you can even swipe, they say, oh, I can't believe this major twist.
Oh, like a spoiler.
And
without a warning.
And I think it's even annoying to say there's a twist, because even saying there's a twist, Like if I'm on
it ruins the surprise.
It's like, oh,
you're waiting for the twist.
Exactly. And I'm
trying to figure out, what's the twist going to be?
And it's just like, I feel like that sometimes I've seen people on Book Talk be like, oh, I love the twist on this. So like, oh, well, I'm not going to read that book now. Or people like, just this movie has such a great twist ending or the twist in the middle. You're like, you've already ruined it. Mm-hmm. Like, thank you. Was I going to watch that horror film? Never. But it's ruined for me anyway,
Totally. I have another one.
Okay.
Which is kind of dumb because it's not really, but okay. I don't need to preface it. I just need to say it. It's just ads.
Yes.
It's ads. And there's just so many more ads now.
Yeah.
And even in Instagram stories, as I'm looking at watching, I want to see people's stories. And then there's ads in the stories. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
There's so many ads.
Yeah. I hate it too. Like when you start watching content and you're like, oh, this is interesting. And then all of a sudden you realize this is a sponsored post. And then I'm like, immediately I swipe because I'm just like, ugh,
everybody's
so annoying.
Wants your money.
Which is like, I get it. Like we're not paying for the service. We're paying by our attention, and that's what advertisers are getting. That's why it's like when in doubt, like if I can pay, I would rather pay for something and not have ads than have to watch ads. So I sometimes will pay a premium not to like, if I could pay on TikTok or on Instagram, like a fee to never have ads, I probably would.
Yeah.
Okay. This one gets me so bad. I love all the like people that go and taste food and go like try new things because it's like always exciting to see what's in other cities and what's going on. I cannot stand when people have their sleeves, halfway up their palm, they're taste testing donuts and they grab the donut when they always have fancy nails and they like pull and rip the donut apart and get it all smushy. Like,
where are you seeing this?
It's all over Food Talk. Like whenever you're like looking at people like, look at this cookie. And they're like, it's ooey and gooey. So they pull it apart and you're just like, it's all in your hand. Yeah. I'm just like, is this some kind of kink? Like, okay, that's your thing. Cool. But you're making it seem like this is like the way you're ripping it open. I would never want to share a donut with you. I don't want to see that. Like it's all over. Like stop. Like just do it like a normal person. Just show it. Or I don't know. You can rip it. Yeah, and you can rip it without like, I don't know. And a lot of the times,
maybe that's the point. Maybe they were trying to create a reaction.
No, I think it's fetishy, honestly, but whatever. I also think too, a lot of those people don't really eat the food. I think they just show the food
with their hands.
Well, I mean, they show it. Yeah, I think they open it up or whatever. If it's a whatever, so then they don't really have to eat it and have the calories or whatever. I think it's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have not seen that yet.
Are you going to send me 10 TikToks where you're like, this is disgusting? I'm like, I know. It's so unappetizing to think of somebody like, caressing your food and like, no.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those ones you send me. Yes. Okay. I have another one that I think is kind of, it doesn't really annoy me, but it makes me curious about like, why do people do this? Liking your own posts.
Okay, I have a confession though.
Well, I mean, I kind of do too, but I mean like your personal post. Like if I'm not talking about like, okay, yeah, I will always like the Geriatric Millennial posts. But I also feel like that's like a partnership, you know, like we're doing this together and you usually do the post. Yes. And I'm like, good job, Beth. Yes, I like it. But no, it's like, and a lot of people don't do it. But when people do it, it just makes me curious. I'm like, why are you liking your own post of your picture of yourself?
I don't know.
Right?
It's weird that you even have the option.
I just think that's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. I'm not alone in that.
No, I do think it's weird. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's weird.
What was your confession?
Well, just because like I have multiple Instagram accounts because I have one for my business, my cat, my personal, my other podcast. So every time I post, I go to all my other accounts and like our stuff, which is trash.
No,
but I'm just trying to boost. I feel like I'm just trying to boost to get, find more of our people.
Different. I feel like that's different. I feel like what I'm talking about is, okay, I'm going to post, a picture of my dessert or I'm going to post and then I'm like, oh, I like that. Cute. I like my own post. And I just think, what?
Why?
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I just think it's kind of weird.
Maybe I think it's just, maybe people just don't realize it and they're just like, they go through and like everything, but.
Yeah, I don't know what people do on their own. That's an interesting thing. Like being an observer of somebody on
social and how they use it.
It'd
be really interesting too, to see like what of our like friends are like secretly trolls or, the people out there that sometimes you'll see it like where somebody just like anonymously posts something horrible, like horrible comment or something, and then they track them down, the social warrior TikTokers and stuff. And it's fascinating because you're just like, it's just like an average person and they're like sending like death threats to people on the internet. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's so
What in the
weird.
world?
Like, or they dehumanize, or they say just the, like, it's, there's this guy, I think he has MS. I can't remember exactly. And he and his wife have started this series where they start like reenacting like things that are said to him in the posts online in person. So they'll just be like, oh, like, can you even like walk, or just stuff like that. And she'll like walk up to him and do that at the library. And then they're just like, just show like how crazy that would be to do to someone that in real life to walk up to him and be like,
people feel free to do it on
like, you're
Facebook.
fat and disgusting and you should die. And you're like, okay, cool. Like, what? Like, crazy stuff.
People cross boundaries and cross the line on social media all the time.
So much. I mean, to the point where it's like so hateful and like, again, like asking people to just like hurt themselves or wishing like harm upon them.
That's
it's
so
just
wrong.
It's so weird. Like, why? Like, what do you get from that?
Also, what makes that okay? Why do you
think it's so cool to do? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, what power does that make you feel? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I barely comment or anything on people's stuff. And
I was going to say, I think I'm way more of a lurker than I am like a content. Like because I go on there and I see what people post and then that's all the time that I used instead of using the time to post my own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Occasionally I do post, but I don't know.
Yeah. I'm also like a lurker who's like stingy with fake internet points. So it's like, it costs nothing, like as a small business owner, it helps so much, right? Like when people like your stuff or share your stuff and it doesn't cost them anything. Cause like, I've had friends and family say like, how can I support blah, blah, just share a post, like a post, make a comment. And I think about it, I'm like, I just am so bad at that stuff. Like even stuff that I really enjoy, it's like, I will be laughing my butt off on a TikTok. And
then you don't like it.
I don't like it. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? It costs you nothing. So I'm trying to be better about like, give the fake internet points. Like just like, don't be a douche canoe. Yeah. Okay. My last one is fake laughing. It kind of goes back to like fake emotions.
Gonna pop on here.
But it's that like, I watch a lot of lives and I have really actually started to really enjoy doing or watching live TikToks because like when I'm cleaning and stuff, it's like someone's in the room with me, kind of keeping me accountable. I watch a lot of sister wives content and different shows and whatever, but people are watching them and doing live commentary. But sometimes it's just like somebody will like post something in the comments and the person like doing the live will just start laughing in such a way that feels fake. And it just is like, I know you're trying to engage, but that wasn't fun. Like, it just wasn't funny. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, a horrible person, but I can't handle anything that feels like fake. Cause I sometimes feel myself doing like a fake laugh with someone, like when you're talking to a new group or a new friend and it's like, they make a little joke and you're trying to like, and I'll do the fake laugh and I'm like, Beth, please don't ever do that again. Like it just feels so inauthentic. Like I can't do it. So
yeah, I hear you. I agree.
Anyway, there's lots more that annoys me about social media, but overall, I'm so thankful for all the people that are willing to put their lives out there and willing to create content that's like great and entertaining. Oh my gosh,
exactly. That's for me. What I'm like, give me something funny.
Yeah.
I love it when stuff makes me laugh. Yeah. So I'm always trying to find that stuff. And there are people that I follow that repost a lot and they post funny stuff. I'm like, yes, that's why I want to scroll on there for however long and just be made to laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want I want to be educated on something interesting. I want to be inspired, entertained. That's really what I'm looking for. And anything outside of that, I'm just going to be like, ugh, blocked.
I don't care.
Don't care. You're not getting a double tap. You're not getting an upvote. Yeah.
Hey, if any of the listeners who are also on our Instagram can think of what annoys you, let us know in the comments.
Oh my gosh. And we will like those comments.
That's right. And then I'm going to pop on real quick and just let you all know that we appreciate you liking our and commenting on this post. I'm going to do that in our stories.
So gross. If you're enjoying the podcast and would like to support the show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost. Check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.